Beats craze.
First and foremost, I want to give all praises to YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders that rule well, and honors and shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Alright, kind of want to touch on something right now, because you got this whole thing going on in Israel, another trend going on in Israel with this, oh, we're just trying to come together, and you got brothers trying to mess up our unity, and you know, we just Israel, we all need to come together regardless of doctrine and this and that. You know, this whole vibration that's out there of coming together, man, which is against the Bible, man. You dudes, I don't know what your goal is by bringing everybody together when everybody got disagreements on what they believe in. Trying to bring everybody together. Who do you think you are, man? That's YAHAWASHI job, man. YAHAWASHI the one who going to put Israel together. Not us on this side. And if you read the Bible, if you understood the scriptures, you would understand that, and you wouldn't even be trying to push that fucking agenda, man. You know? Let me get give me 2 Samuel 5:20.
You got that? YAHAWASHI calls it.
Yeah, gosh, I got it. Yeah, read that.
2 Samuel chapter 5 verse 20. And David came to Baalperazim.
That's right.
And David smote them there, and said, The Lord hath broken forth upon mine enemies before me.
That's right.
As the breach of waters. Therefore he called the name of that place Baalperazim.
Yes, Baalperazim, man. And this is what this whole thing is all about. Baalperazim. Which means, I got this, does it say in yours what it means? It say right here on mine.
The plane of
breaches. Or also when you go into it, when you blue letter it, it also means the Lord of divisions, the Lord of breaks. Okay, the Lord is all about divisions, man. On this side, He's about breaking shit up. He's about splits. You know, all of that. We're gonna see that happen, man. That's what's gonna happen. That's what YAHAWASHI said. That's what He's coming to bring, man. So you dudes all caught up on this Israel need to come together, man. You're against the Bible right now, man. The Most High, he's splitting people up and causing divisions because that's what He wants to do, man. That's what He's into right now, man. All right, and who is anybody else to reply against the Most High? Give me Genesis 10:32. And we're going to see throughout the Holy Bible, throughout the Scriptures, on what levels is the Most High all about divisions. Okay, and for those of you who are familiar with the Scriptures and familiar with biblical history, you already know what Genesis 10:32 is about. Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 10 verse 32. These are the families of the sons of Noah after their generations in their nations. And by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood.
That's right. So after the flood, the Most High, He set up and caused divisions of the nations, divided the nations. All right. So He's about what? Divisions. Okay, on that level. Let's go deeper. Give me Deuteronomy 32:8.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
Divided the nations. Again, He's about that division. Go ahead.
when he separated the sons of Adam,
That's right.
he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Yes, right. It's all according to the number of children in Israel. Right now, give me Genesis 25:23. We're going to show you how the Most High is all about division. And I know what a lot of these dudes going to say. They're going to say, well, that's talking about division from the heathen. Wait, it gets deeper. Just listen, okay? Go ahead.
Genesis 25:23, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb,
That's right.
and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Exactly. He separated us from Esau. So he's all about separation, okay? Before we came on the scene as a nation, and as we came on the scene as a nation, he was all about separation. He was a separatist. Segregation. That's what the Most High is into. Division. Yeah, exactly. Segregation unto sanctification.
That's right.
You know? Now, give me Joshua 1:23. It's like, 11:23.
This is Joshua chapter 11, verse 23. So Joshua took the whole land according to all that the Lord said unto Moses.
That's right.
And Joshua gave it for an inheritance unto Israel.
Exactly right. So what is this? This is us coming to our land. We came into our land, right? So this is Israel now. We ain't talking about being separated from the heathens. This is separation and divisions that Israel is getting ready to talk about. Now go ahead.
According to their divisions by their tribes.
Exactly. So he divided the 12 tribes. That's separation. Okay? We are one nation, but we are 12 tribes. So that's another example of the Most High being a separatist, being Baalperazim, meaning the Lord of divisions, because that's what he is. All right, give me 1 Chronicles 24:1.
4:21.
24:1. He's all about division, man. The deeper and the deeper, as time goes along in the scriptures, you see more and more divisions. Okay, he separated the sons of Noah. He separated the rest of the nations in Babylon. He separated us from Esau. We are one nation, but he separated us into 12 tribes. Go ahead.
1 Chronicles 24:1. Now these are the divisions of the sons of Aaron.
That's right, the division of the sons of Aaron. He's separating tribes within the tribes. There's separation and divisions. Go ahead.
It says, the sons of Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar.
That's right. Now get 26:1. Exactly, because then when you understand something, even out of this, you have the sons of Aaron. You know, you have the Levites got their different divisions, and the head of that is the sons of Aaron. And even of the sons of Aaron, there's a head of that. You see what I'm saying? Going back to, if you're familiar with 2 Samuel, what happened? You had Eli. Eli was the high priest, but he came out of the line of Ithamar. You see what I'm saying? He came out of the line of Ithamar. That's part of the reason why that prophecy came into play. When you understand, which I always bring out when I bring out the prophecy about Levites not living long. 1 Samuel 2:31. When Samuel came to Eli and he told Eli that the Most High was getting ready to cut his house off, because Eli came out of the line of Ithamar and Eli was the high priest, but the high priest position belonged to the sons of Eleazar, pertaining to Eleazar and Phinehas. When you go into the book of Numbers, when Phinehas basically saved Israel from the Lord's wrath by making a supplication for Israel. You see what I'm saying? So when you understand that, there's divisions even amongst the Levites, and then there's the sons of Aaron are divided, and even amongst the sons of Aaron, there's even more division. The Most High is about setting division, man. Give me, that was 26:1?
Nah.
Okay, go ahead.
26:1. 1 Chronicles chapter 26, verse 1. Concerning the divisions of the porters.
The porters, these are the other Levites. You got the ones that are referred, even though all the Levites is priests, you got the ones that are referred to as porters, ones that are referred to as musicians, ones that are referred to as the sons of Aaron. Okay, go ahead.
That's right. Of the Korites.
The Korites, right? Which are if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna look it up. Go ahead, brother.
Of the Korites was Meshelemiah, the son of Kor, of the son of Asaph.
Exactly, but see, there was even, again, just an example of further division, even not only within the nation, but the tribes divided within themselves. You see what I'm saying?
And see, that really doesn't even make sense for all of the Israelite camps to come together, because that means you be joining yourself unto dudes that are just really aren't right. It's certain men crept in unawares that's just played a part, but in their spirit is not right. But for us to just join all the way together, that means there's dudes out there just blatantly open, going off and not right, and we just gonna say, oh well, as long as he's an Israelite, then we're gonna deal with him.
He knows he's an Israelite, he's in the truth, so we gotta deal, because we gotta come together. That's all bullshit. First off, the scriptures say, "Can two walk together? At least they be agreed."
Exactly.
So that cuts that in itself. Let's give me Matthew 10:35, okay? Because let's see what YAHAWASHI said now. We're showing you different examples here in the Old Testament when the Most High was dividing the nations. Then he divided the tribes. Then he went even further in dividing the tribes within themselves. You see what I'm saying? The tribe of Judah, you got the house of David, you got the line of David, and you got everybody else. Everybody don't come out of the line of David. You see what I'm saying? It's like in Levi, everybody don't come out of the line of Aaron. You see what I'm saying? The Judites are still the leader tribe, the king tribe, but everybody ain't from David though. That don't mean everybody's from David. Just like the Levites are the priests, but everybody ain't from Aaron, man. You see what I'm saying? You got the the kings that are of the kings, and you got the priests of the priests, man. And then you got the king of kings and the priest of priests, which is YAHAWASHI. But give Matthew 10:35.
It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Right, so YAHAWASHI said he's coming to set a man at variance with his father. Meaning he's coming to send divisions. Okay, go ahead.
And the daughter against her mother.
That's right.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
All right, that's plain. So when YAHAWASHI said when his second coming is approaching nigh, there's going to be more divisions. People in their own house is going to be at variance. That's why you got issues going on within the different Israelite groups. You see what I'm saying? You might have a GMS going to get on ISUPK, but then within ISUPK and GMS, there's skirmishes and problems within that, man. You see what I'm saying? Because YAHAWASHI said he's coming to send division. There's going to be divisions, man.
That actually goes on, verse 36.
Yeah.
And a man's foes shall be of his own household.
Exactly, man. A man's foes shall be of they in his own household, man. That's why within these big groups, you have the guys that's having issues with each other. You see what I'm saying? Because
even within the subgroups, like the brother just said, you have foes against your brothers there as well.
That's right. You're going to see that. That's a sign of YAHAWASHI's return being nigh, man. So all you dudes is talking about Israel, we need to all come together. That's bullshit, man. That's like saying, oh, well, we don't need YAHAWASHI to come back. We're just going to do it ourselves. You see what I'm saying? That's ridiculous, man. You dudes are ridiculous. Give me 1 Corinthians 11. You dudes are out of your mind, man. All right, talking about Israel need to just come together. We just need to even come together. GMS just messing it up for everybody. Well, if y'all all supposed to come together, right? And GMS the only group that don't want to come together, why don't all the rest of y'all just come together then? What's stopping you? Man, YAHAWASHI is not with it. He's not going to allow it, man. He's not going to allow it.
And you guys have to understand that every spirit that's on, brothers, whether you in the truth, whether you got the right doctrine, whether you're out of the truth or don't got the right doctrine, man, the Most High and Yahweh Shem Yahushua has put the spirit on all you brothers, whether he's causing you to go off or whether he's causing you to be right.
That's right.
So if the spirit, if the Most High had the spirit of everybody to come together, man, it would have been that happen.
Yeah, when all that came together, it would have been a big thing, all over YouTube, all Hebrew Israelites all come together, And
in actuality, when you go back, it was all together. And what happened? The great split happened.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody was at the one school, and then what happened? See, the Most High, he's not with that everybody being together shit, man. If he was, guess what would have happened? That school would still be on the scene and still be teaching the right doctrine to this day, and everybody would still be together. Yohana, Zabat, Tahal, everybody would all be together. You see what I'm saying? But the Most High, he's not with that shit, man. He's not, or else he wouldn't have broke that shit up. He broke that shit up, man, for a reason. Because everybody's not supposed to be together. And now these dudes, they trying to come and bring this school thing back. Everybody just need to be together, man. This ain't going to get together, man. For one, if you know, Jake, we're dealing with Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. If you know Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you ain't nobody coming together, man. Niggas and spicks is just not coming together, man. Not for nothing positive, which is what y'all try to do, perpetuate positivity in the Hebrew Israelite community, right? That's what y'all try to do, which is ridiculous, man. You just stick to doing what you doing, man. Don't be over here talking about everybody need to unite and get together. Well, again, though, what's stopping you? You got different groups that's in New York City, right? We got Next, ISUPK, Israel United in Christ. You see what I'm saying? All in New York City. They ain't all coming together to hold one super camp. You see what I'm saying? Talking about all Israel. Man, Israel's not getting ready to come together. Don't sit there and point at GMS and say, well, yeah, y'all are the reason why Israel don't all come together, man. That ain't the reason. YAHAWASHI is the reason, man. Because he don't want it. He never wanted it. That's unprecedented in the scriptures. He said when he come back, he's going to set the house of David in its proper order and fashion. Not nobody else. So y'all are seeking something that we can't obtain without YAHAWASHI, man. Right. Without YAHAWASHI. Read that 11. Read 18 and 19.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 18. And first of all, when ye come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you.
That's right. Paul said, I hear that there be divisions among you. Right? Go ahead.
And I partly believe it.
Yeah, I partly believe it. It's got to be true, right? Go ahead.
For there must be also heresies among you.
And because there's heresies. There's heresies among these different Israelite groups. So there must be divisions amongst these different Israelite groups. Yohana saying the chip ain't the mark of the beast. Same with 14th Street saying the chip ain't the mark of the beast. Nathaniel and Israel United in Christ, they don't want to teach the name. They don't want to go into the Hebrew. You see what I'm saying? There's heresies. You got GOCC, they teaching a false name for YAHAWASHI. There's heresies, so there must be divisions because there's heresies. That's why Paul said there's divisions among you. I believe that because there must be heresies among you. The heresies are part of the reason why there is divisions. If y'all didn't believe and subscribe to these heresies, there wouldn't be these divisions. But you do, therefore you have to divide yourself from these damn people who believe in damnable heresies like these dudes do. Like the mark ain't the mark and the name ain't the name.
That's right. And like the scriptures say, and the brother just brought out earlier, can two walk together though they be not agreed. If you don't believe that the chip is the mark of the beast, and I'm sitting here telling you that the chip is the mark of the beast, how are you just going to overlook that and just still deal with me? Just say, okay, well, you know, he's an Israelite.
I believe it's sin and an embargo.
That's what I'm saying. We all Israelites, so you come pick me up, you know, and I'll spark a blunt in your car. You know what I mean?
Hey, we Israelites though, brother.
Hey,
you know,
we
it's
Israelites.
cool,
You don't judge me, brother. You know what I mean? You on that Christianity, bullshit, man. Don't pass no judgment. We just all just gonna, come together for the sake of Christ. No, man. I can't do it. If you're going off on the scriptures, man, don't want to teach the name, don't want to go into the Hebrew, but you got a Hebrew name, you know what I mean? I don't understand that. So I'm not going to deal with you. Come to say that Christianity is the mark of the beast, but are they going to go and make a way that you can't buy or sell without Christianity? Don't make no sense.
How you know I'm not a Christian?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make no sense, so I'm not going to deal with you. You can go continue to do whatever it is you want to do. I'm going to get the blood off my hands and try to correct you from your wickedness. If you don't want to do it, then that's fine. I can't deal with you for that. Don't think I'm just going to support it. Because by me continuing to do with you means I'm condoning it.
Exactly.
It's a form of me condoning it.
I'm condoning something that I see is wicked and off according to the scriptures. It would be a Hebrew hypocrites, man.
It would be the Hebrew Christianity.
Mm-hmm. Hebrew Christian hypocrites.
Right.
But a lot of you dudes is hypocrites any goddamn way, so that's why it don't matter. That's why y'all want Israel to come, because y'all are hypocrites in itself. Y'all want to condemn somebody for doing something that you don't agree with, but you want to come together with them at the same time. Or these dudes, they might not even want to necessarily condemn somebody. Like, for example, GMS elders was making a point. They said, well, Yohana in Bakwash on 14th Street, believe in the name of YAHAWASHI and Zabak. Why don't they get on Nate? They don't get on Nate at all. But they believe in the name of YAHAWASHI. If you really believe in the name of YAHAWASHI, then you would get on them guys for not declaring the name, man. And you would get on them GOCC dudes for teaching a high in Yeshaya. That blasphemy bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Well, y'all supposed to stand for this truth. Y'all supposed to stand for what is true. It is true that the name of the Lord is Yahweh and the name of his son is YAHAWASHI. That is true. If a dude is teaching against that or teaching we don't have to say that, you're supposed to dispel that lie. But these dudes, they're not dispelling these lies. They're talking about Israel coming together. All this bullshit. Man, YAHAWASHI is not with that, man. Show me the scriptures where it says that Israel is going to come together without YAHAWASHI doing it. And again, getting back to 2 Samuel 5:20 when it said Baalperazim, also meaning, Perazim meaning breaks, divisions, breaches, okay? YAHAWASHI said when he come back, he going to close the breaches of the house of David. He going to do that. So until the meantime, there's going to be breach upon breach upon breach. This is going to be that huffy tire that the patches just can't fix, man. You know? So you can understand. We all done had that little huffy bike with a fucked up tire on it, man. that motherfucker, you go to the gas station to put air in it, you know, and it just won't stay full.
See,
that's Israel.
Another thing, it don't make sense, man, because the scriptures say that if thy right hand offend thee, then cast it out.
Cast it out,
so
man.
So if we gonna all come together, you gonna be that right hand or that right eye that's offending me, because you're telling me, first of all, by you not believing what I'm saying, you're saying that I'm a lie. That's
you're calling me a liar.
You're calling me a lie.
And saying I'm breaking the law because the law says lie not one to another.
Exactly. Second of all, you know what I mean? You're not believing on the same doctrine I'm believing in. So I have to cast you off.
How are we gonna come? The scriptures say, give heed to sound doctrine.
That's right.
If you and I don't have the same doctrine, then one of us is clearly doesn't have the sound doctrine. So one of us needs to either correct the other one or we need to just part ways. And now, let me tell you something, man. Another example of why YAHAWASHI being about divisions and everybody not coming together. Paul and Barnabas broke up, ain't they? Didn't YAHAWASHI cause Paul and Barnabas to have a issue to the point where they departed ways? Did Paul stop doing the work, or did Barnabas stop doing the work? No, they were still under the proper doctrine, but they wasn't even dealing with each other anymore. See, because YAHAWASHI, he's about division, man. This thing is, matter of fact, get that in Acts if you could. Probably about, probably somewhere in the 20th chapter. I forget exactly where it's at. You know, but he split them two up. They was best of friends. They was joined at the hip, going all around the place, preaching the gospel. Then YAHAWASHI split that shit up. And they each went their own way, you know, and they was doing their own thing, but they were still teaching the proper doctrine. You see what I'm saying? But even dudes who got the right doctrine. So you got these dudes who's got splits, you know, who got different doctrines, but you got dudes who is teaching the right doctrine who is splitting up from each other. Why? Because YAHAWASHI is against. He's he's with division is what I'm trying to say. He's with this division. He's with breaches. He's with making breaks. Okay, and when YAHAWASHI come back, he gonna fix them breaks and repair them breaks. And whoever's right in the part of the elect is going to be delivered. Everybody else, man, they're going to have to see that thermonuclear destruction and then come back in their right mind. That kingdom of heaven, that's when we're going to get correction. That's when the breaches is going to be fixed. That's when there will no longer be division in Israel. Until that day, there's going to be division in Israel. Okay? And as YAHAWASHI gets closer and closer and closer to his coming, we're going to see more and more divisions. Guys is getting kicked out of GMS all the time. You see what I'm saying? We ain't in GMS. You see what I'm saying? We still follow the elders of GMS, give double honors to them. They are our teachers and our elders. You see what I'm saying? But there's division. We ain't teaching no different doctrine, nothing crazy. We're not adulterers, nothing crazy like that. You see what I'm saying? But we're not necessarily down with them, man. To the point where we have GMS on our name, you know, or we under that same order. You know, we still, again, we follow the elders, but we're not necessarily a part of that, but we teach the same doctrine. So that's an example of guys having the same doctrine, but being split from one another. You see what I'm saying? Because YAHAWASHI, he's all about that. So we don't get bugged out when we see that, because YAHAWASHI, he's all about divisions. But that's something you dudes don't understand. Who's talking about Israel need to all come together? You dudes don't understand the truth of YAHAWASHI by making that statement.
And some days after Paul and Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren in this city where we have preached the word of the Lord, and see how they do. And Barnabas determined to take with him John, whose surname was Mark, but Paul thought not good to take him with them, who departed from them from Pamphylia, and went not with them to the work.
Exactly. Paul didn't want to deal with Mark, man. He didn't want to deal with Mark because something that happened in Pamphylia. But Barnabas was determined to deal with Mark.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Didn't Mark? What happened with Mark? Didn't he like stop doing the work? But
he didn't go to do the work with him on that day. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and the contention was
so Paul ain't want to fuck with him after that.
Okay.
You know, he looked at him fucked up. Go ahead.
And the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder one from the other.
Exactly. They was beefing at that point over that shit. These dudes, when you read the book of Acts, Paul and Barnabas is rocking hard together.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, the 15th chapter, they depart ways with a sharp contention. Did that make Paul evil or Barnabas evil? Even Mark wasn't evil because Paul had to use Mark, I believe, I forget what book, to help him with them letters, though. You see what I'm saying? There was those guys with the same doctrine who split from one another. So YAHAWASHI Yahawashi is all about divisions and breaks and breaches, and it's all through the scriptures. We seeing it, man. We're seeing it. You dudes, y'all don't want to see it, then that's fine. You're going to keep talking about Israel being brought together. You're trying to do YAHAWASHI's job for him, man. It's not going to happen. So you keep trying, you keep wanting that to happen, but that's just not going to happen, man. So for y'all to keep kicking that, man, that's a whole gang of bullshit, man. I'm just going to come straight when I say that, man. Get off that bullshit, man. Just do what y'all do, man. You know, teach, feed your flock. That's your number one, you know, position and job to your congregation, is to feed your flock and stop worrying about Israel all coming together, because it's not finna happen, man. Why would we all want to come together with one another, man? You know, I mean, you know, these dudes with these, why would I want to join myself under a dude who teaches a wayward ass doctrine? Like the name is a different name, or the chip is not the mark of the beast. I firmly stand by that doctrine, okay? So I'm not finna sit here and be holding hands with a dude who doesn't believe that, man.
And even and even then, man, the breakdowns that you guys have for these you know differences that you have are just so, you know, so much bullshit. Like even if you had
it's a real church doctrine. Yeah. I hear a lot of you dudes, and a lot of you dudes, man, are boring as hell, man. I'm just like me and this brother was just watching some We Got Next dudes, man.
Right.
Boring as a motherfucker, man. The fuck are y'all even talking about, man? Boring as hell. Like y'all ain't got the right spirit that's just really in you, man. Why am I gonna want to join myself unto these guys? I'm straight. I'm all the way cool off that, man. If we wanted to join ourselves on the We Got Next, they got a camp in LA. We'll go up there and holler at them, man. You know, we want to get with y'all. We don't want to get with y'all. We don't want to get with nobody, man. We just gonna feed the flock, do our thing in the region that YAHAWASHI Yahawashi has us in, man. Has us teaching the word in. Period. Everything else, you know, if you you know, like we say, honors and shalom to all the brothers out there who's doing the work in truth and sincerity and that proper doctrine. You know, honors and shalom to you. Comment brothers' videos, like brothers, all that shit, but we ain't necessarily fucking over here just trying to we need to come together and unite, you know? That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. You need to be worried about feeding your flock, man, and not trying to do your YAHAWASHI job for them. You know?
That's right.
Bullshit.
Like I said, man, even if you guys' you know breakdowns are somewhat logical, maybe, you know, maybe it would be some type of understanding. You know, we probably wouldn't be able to go out and do the work together.
Yeah,
you know, or congregate, but
how we gonna do the work? Imagine this mega super camp with all the churches. Everybody gonna get up and start talking about something else. You know, you don't believe that the chip is the mark. You're gonna have guys that believe the chip is the mark, and they gonna bring that out, and then you gonna come out and bring out a whole different doctrine. Well, we all supposed to be united together. At that point, now it's a debate.
How can we all be together, man? And if we're gonna be
contending
with each other every day. Anytime you're gonna come to fellowship with any of the brethren that are following the GMS doctrine, as I would say, or the truth of the scriptures, as we would call it. Right. We're gonna be contending with you every time you come up. There's no grace period. There's no peace time. No. Anytime the room get quiet, all right. Well, let's talk about this name, man, because I'm not.
I don't see what y'all are saying.
I'm not sitting well with
and
that.
I watched that fucking video with this dude, Shakya. You know, when the brothers from Dallas confronted Shakya, and this whole doctrine he had, and this, you such a boring church dude. You're just fucking boring. And you really believe that bullshit you was spewing? You really believe that about the name? His name is the Word. His name is the Word of God. Meaning these scriptures, that's his name. You know? Which, man, y'all don't even understand, man.
When in actuality, we was watching a video where your elder declared the name of the Most High.
Yeah, address that. See, they want to dance around that. But see, it's United in Christ, man. You dudes, you paid off, man. I'm just going to come straight, or something. Because, okay, they moved out of Manhattan. They only got camps in the hood now. In the Bronx and Queens, where they're not going to run into Esau.
Right.
Why? Because they don't want to. We only want to deal with the tribes. We don't, because it's probably has something to do with this charter or whatever you got that got you getting paid, or maybe Nate's commanding chief officer in the NYPD. You know, don't want him talking about the white man. So now, how to avoid talking about the white man? Instead of you know, coming with this doctrine that the white man's not Esau and the white man's not the devil, he just goes to areas where the white man does not get confronted. We ain't gonna run into the white man, so we ain't got to talk about it. Out of sight, out of mind.
And that's another thing. How do you expect all of us to come together when you're under a 501c3 charter? So then, if everybody comes together, it's going to be this council that, you know, the whole congregation be under the 501c3 charter, this tax exempt, you know, program. I don't want to be under the 501c3 charter, and I can, you know, get a shitload of brothers that don't want to be a part of no 501c3.
And here's something else about the 501c3. You got a lot of churches that don't want to be a part of the 501c3 charter now because they don't, because the 501c3 charter now is a condition because Obamacare was passed that you can't be talking negative about homosexuals to keep your 501c3 charter. You got churches that are willingly giving up their tax exemption to not accept homosexuals. Churches led by crackers, okay? But you got Israelite groups that are trying to take a 501c3 charter. It's about money, man.
I'm about to say, what do you, I was about to, what do you need a tax exempt title for anyway, man? And that's the same thing I was just thinking in my head. Like, that's why you guys all want to come together. You guys can make a lot more money.
A lot more, just like the school. Like they always say about the school, man. There was millions of dollars being made from the school. It's not finna happen, man. Yeah, that shit, the Most High broke that shit up. He got shit to where, man, it's never gonna be like that again, man. It's never gonna be like that again. So get that out of your head, you dudes that want to go back, and now you dudes can be them dudes. You know, there's Arias out the picture, Shah's out the picture, Marshall, Yaiquab. All the leaders are out of the picture. So you dudes want to go and assume them roles. Nate want to assume the role. Yohana want to assume the role. Barak Shah want to assume the role. You see what I'm saying? They want that school shit back. That school shit ain't coming back. The Most High put breaches in that school, man. And even before the school, there was breaches in Israel. Because Abba Bivens was learning under the commandment keepers, and he said, wait, it's not just the blacks, that's Israelites.
That's right.
And then with that breached in. And then he went to start the ISUPK, which later got changed to ICUPK, then into ICGJC, and Yohana assumed the title ISUPK.
Yeah, man. The Lord has always been, you know, breaking dudes off and really furthering His truth, man. You know, during the time I was right before the time I was Bivens, you know, it was single to, you know, the so-called Negroes, so-called African Americans.
Yeah, they weren't saying nothing about the Latinos and natives.
That's right. The Lord put the spirit on our Bivens, you know, to come out with the full breakdown of the 12 tribes. From there, he
was saying that there was the tribes.
You know, saying exactly, you know, open it up. You know what I mean? And then, you know, Ariah came, you know, with the Lashawan Kodash and other breakdowns of the scriptures. You know, the Lord used him. With that, he used, you know, Elder Tahar, Gabar, and Orion Lab. And that even came out, broke down, you know, the mark of the beast. You know, just
Cornelius being an Israelite.
Cornelius being an Israelite. You
the
know,
proper,
things like that.
Proper breakdown of the Gentiles and all of that, man. And you know,
and other further prophecies, man, that are coming to pass these days.
Daniel 11.
That's right.
They didn't have a Daniel 11 breakdown back then.
But see, it's like all of this is starting to make sense, man. The reason we're having this sit down is because the division is really what's the Lord is actually, you know, separating the tares and the wheat as the time goes on.
That's right.
But then, like I said, there's still those certain men crept in that they spirit ain't right. They understand it and they get it, but they spirit ain't right.
We ain't all gonna come together, man. Remember that term. Remember that verse, 2 Samuel 5:20. Baalperazim, man. Meaning the Lord is about those divisions, those breaks, and those breaches, man. That's what the Lord is about. He's not about all this Israel gathering. But what all that shit is? Gathering to Christ church. He's about everybody coming together. Israel united in Christ. They about Israel coming together. You feel what I'm saying? I can't really say nothing about the other names. You know, future world of Israel. What type of shit is it? Y'all are already the future world of Israel?
And you don't even know that yet, though, man. That's the Lord's will, you know, you're the future world of Israel.
Dudes are retarded, man. You guys are really crazy. That's Israel. And then I'm starting to hear about all these other little bootleg ass Israelite groups, like hella bootleg ass. It's dudes who's not even camping and weirdo, like real weirdos.
Right.
You know, all this shit, man. This shit. And you want all of us to come. I can't come together with you dudes, man. I can't stand a lot of you guys, man.
Israel can't come together because 2/3 of the nation of Israel will be killed off and die.
Hey, and that's a lot of that's y'all. That's a lot of you. But see, but that's the mentality of the 2/3. They go, well, I want to come together with the 1/3, man. They want to come and try to get a part of the 1/3, borrowing a little bit of oil. You 5 foolish virgins. You guys are the 5 foolish virgins, man.
That's right.
That's what you guys are. Fucking 2/3. What's gonna happen is YAHAWASHI gonna get ready to come back, and all of a sudden Yohana gonna want to ask about the chip after he already done fucking took it. Oh, break that down to me one more time, man. How am I? You see what I'm saying? It's too late for your ass, man. Go get your own fucking oil. But ain't nobody selling no oil, man. By that time, these guys ain't gonna come together, man. Everybody's not gonna fucking come together. I don't even know. I don't understand why you would want to come together with a bunch of stiff-necked niggas, man. Any goddamn way. Because that's what Israel is comprised of. Stiff-necked niggas and spicks. Okay?
Dudes can't go, man. It's you guys can't. Yeah, you can't go and join it. You guys are trying to trick the Lord.
That's what they trying to do. They trying to run a big scheme. Maybe if we all get together, he ain't gonna be able to tell who's who, and I might actually get a chance to make it this time.
How about this, man? If y'all want to just come hang around me on the men of the Lord, man, and hopefully something will rub off, I don't mind that. But
Go to camp, man.
Yeah, don't be trying to,
come to camp.
Spit your philosophy and your breakdown. We've heard it, and we don't care about it.
We done took thorough examination of your bullshit, man. Of your fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and our discernment has determined that it's evil.
Through the spirit of YAHAWASHI.
Right? It's evil, man.
Evil as hell, a lot of you dudes. You know, but hey, come out to camp if you want.
And see, that's the type of person I am. That's the type of spirit that I have that, I'm gonna watch your video because,
really take a look at what you got going on.
Exactly. I'm gonna give you that full, as I would say, chance to say, okay, well, you know what, I understand that, or I can see where you're going with that. That's just gonna build my arsenal to no breakdowns or to no rebuttals with certain things. Just to build myself up. You see what I'm saying? And to edify myself and those that I see that are going off or that follow your doctrine or that are in similarities to it. I can't believe.
But dudes want to come together. Yeah. We sit here and talk about Israel forever, man, until YAHAWASHI come back. Talk about how fucking crazy a lot of you guys are in Israel. You don't want to come together, man. With you dudes, y'all are fucking crazy. The fuck I want to come and be together with you for, man? And we doing the work side by side, or we are doing a collaborative super camp. Hell nah, man. You stay where the fuck you, I'ma stay where the fuck I'm at, unless the Lord see otherwise, man. Guys, what you got?
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
That's right. And go ahead.
And thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy
That's
neighbor.
right. If you don't rebuke thy neighbor, you hate him. Y'all don't want to talk about this love. You are not showing love by not rebuking. Y'all want to come together. You don't want to rebuke nobody. You want everybody to come together and be on one accord when everybody ain't on the same doctrine. That's against the scriptures. These guys are bringing out wrong things. So we are showing love to you other Israelites when we don't suffer you to sin, when we get on your ass, correct and rebuke and reprove you when you're doing something wrong. If you don't want to adhere to it, that's on your ass. Go ahead.
And not suffer sin upon him.
You know, suffer your brother to sin if you love him. You dudes want us to hate each other, really. By having all Israel come together and unite, but all of us having different doctrines, that is hate. That's hatred. Again, ain't gonna be no unity in Israel, man. Get that out of your motherfucking head, man. With Jake, there's never unity. YAHAWASHI, he's about those divisions. He's coming to cause those divisions. He is the Lord of divisions, again pertaining to 2 Samuel 5:20, man. Hey, with that, we're going to close up. Shalom.